guys, what's up? It's your boy Hawk back for another video, and today we're going to be doing a GPO complete weapons tier list. So as you can see here, we have all the weapons. We have the different tiers, so you can just imagine this as S, then like this is D tier. So the first weapon we have is the Sky Blue Katana. This weapon's got to go into why I use this. Like, there's no reason. Like, right here we have the Sea Beast. Which one's here? This is the Sea Beast, I believe, right? No, this is Sea Beast. Yeah, this is Sea Beast. You have the Sea Beast Katana. I honestly have no clue which one's Sea Beast, but you have the Sea Beast Katana, and it just does more in one damage. It's meant to like make your 1SS style do more damage. The problem with this katana is it does like way less than the other two katanas, so I see no reason to use this. Just don't. Okay. The next weapon we're gonna go through is we're gonna go to this weapon. This weapon is also why I use this. Like, if you have the little Sea Beast katana, actually I think this one, and then this one's the Sea Beast katana. If you have the Sea Beast katana, there's no reason to use this weapon. Dude, I literally have no clue on Sea Beast katana, but just imagine this is Sea Beast katana. Like, there's no reason to use this. Like, let's just use the Sea Beast katana. Like, please, like, just don't use this. The next weapon we have is the Sea Beast katana. I'm gonna put this as decent all-around weapon. It's really good. Enhances 1SS by a lot. Gives it more damage. It has the same M1 scaling as Bicento, I believe. So all around really good. Alright, the next weapon we have is gonna be, oh, I forgot this 1SS, is the base 1SS. I mean, I don't have to explain this, why I use this. It's the worst 1SS sword. The next one we're gonna go over is, let's go over Kirabachi. Yeah, I'm gonna put Kirabachi, and has good combo potential. Like, it's an all-around decent weapon. There's a lot of weapons that are better than Kirabachi. Like, there's a lot of weapons that can do what Kirabachi can do, but it can do it better. It did get a buff, so it has like more scaling, like better scaling, I believe, but the M1 speed's still like insanely slow. And the problem with having insanely slow M1 speed is that, like, for example, I don't know if I have any clips of it, but if I do, I'll put it in the video. People can like perfect block you in the middle of your M1s with Kirabachi sometimes. It's like pre-buffed by Senso, because I don't know if a lot of you know this, but Bicento used to be like really bad because it had M1 speed slower than Kirabachi, and people could actually perfect block you in the middle M1s like people could do with Kirabachi now. So yeah, just all around, it has good combo potential, but just grind for a better weapon, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Okay, the next weapon we're gonna go over on this list is bells. Okay, bells I'm gonna put in usable, but would not recommend. The reason I put it here is because while bells do have a really good heal, and they have decent scaling, that's the only move. That's literally the only move. So you have no block breaks. I mean, it might be better when they add block breaking, like you get block broken on the 5th hit of an M1, but until then, bells are unusable. Like, it's like they're only good. The only reason I put in usable but would recommend and not why I use this is because the heal. The heal scales very well. It does like 100 with like 2 or like 300 sword stat. It heals like 100 HP around that. Don't quote me on this, but it does around that. So it's all around a good, like, not a good weapon, but it's a alright weapon. It's usable, but like I just don't, okay. It's usable, but don't. The next one we're gonna go over is got to be pole. Now the pole is the pole's pretty good. I'm gonna put it in good tier. While it did get nerfed, so like all its infinite combos are kind of gone with pole, it still has 2 barrages, which is very good for PvE, like boss farming, etc. But PvP, it's not that crazy, but it has decently fast M1 speed, and it's definitely better than Kirabachi, and it's obviously like 1SS sword style is not gonna rank that high, so it's definitely better than that. So I'm gonna put it, like, I'll probably put it bottom of good tier, somewhere around that. Alright, the next one we're gonna go over is let's just get this other Kirabachi. The next one we're gonna go over is got to be the Gravito Blade. Now, Gravito Blade is a very interesting weapon. It's gone through a lot of buffs and nerfs. Like, when it first came out, it was completely brain dead, like the best weapon in the game, but it got nerfed a lot. So now I'm gonna put it in has good combo potential. Like, that's where it's gonna have to go. Because, and it's gonna go below Kirabachi. Like, you have one useless move that, like, if we're talking about these weapons, like, by themselves, like, obviously this weapon would be, like, a good tier if we're talking about with sushi. But we're talking about the weapon by itself, guys. Keep that in mind. So, the problem with this weapon by itself is that the R ability, which is like the little gravity dominance, the mini gravity dominance, is no combos, no true combos with that anymore. And it does barely any damage. It's like 100, 200 max damage wise. On top of that, the barrage move that you get with this is only good for PvE. You will never hit that in PvP unless you perfect block your enemy or block break your enemy. So I just honestly, like, I wouldn't, like, if this is the only weapon you have, by all means, it's not terrible. You know, it's better than something like Bells, and it's actually, I'm gonna put it about Kirabachi. It's better than something like Kirabachi because it has really fast M1 speed. But just grind. Like, I'm telling you, like, you will get a better weapon if you grind long enough. I know a lot of you don't want to play this game that long, which is understandable. But if you can't, like, get like Trident or Bicento or something really good straight up, I would just trade for it. Okay, the next one we have that I'm gonna the next one we have is Bouquet. Now, Bouquet it's not insane. It's not bad, it's not good. It's kind of in between, but I'm gonna put it in decent all around. Okay. The only reason I put this weapon in decent all around and I put it above these other two weapons and has good combo potential is because this weapon has a true combo. You can do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into like the flower and get a M1 reset. So that's really good. You also get a stamina move, which is completely useless. It's like Candy Cane's little heal except for stamina. The move's useless. So you basically have one move and it has bad scaling. But that, like, the ability, like, I've seen Gur users, they'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll call them back and they'll do like the Gur grab. Like, that's just nasty. Like, that's, yeah, I'm gonna have to put it in, definitely put it in decent all around. Okay, the next weapon we have is Candy Cane. Candy Cane's gonna have to go in the top of good tier. This weapon was a must-use, like, last update, or, yeah, somewhere around like last update. But the problem is it got nerfed. It got nerfed. The M1 speed on Candy Cane in update 3.5 got nerfed to the ground. Like, the M1 speed is terrible on Candy Cane now. It used to have the fastest M1 speed. Now it has, like, now its M1 speed is, like, slower than Trident and all that. So, and then on top of that, its R ability, the little stun move. The R ability on the stun move literally is the most easy move to dodge and perfect block. I rarely ever get hit by it. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the R ability isn't a true combo anymore. Honestly, like, I want it. It's a better weapon than all these below it. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's a usable weapon. I mean, if you have it, you know what? This is one of those weapons I would say you can use it. You can definitely use it. But the weapons on must use just outshine it. Like, the must use weapons are, like, completely outshining these other weapons below. Okay, so the next weapon we have on this tier list is gonna be Elo Hammer. Elo Hammer is gonna go in the top of decent all-around weapon. It has a really good E ability block break and a really good R, like, barrage type move. Which don't get me wrong, those two moves are really good. Now, the downfall and the downside of this weapon, there's two things that make me put it in decent all around and not in good tier. Okay. Those two things are the M1 speed and the M1 scaling. The M1 scaling on this weapon is terrible for its speed. It has one of the slowest M1 speeds in the game, and it has one of the worst scaling in the game. And this is a update 3 weapon. This is a recent weapon in the game, and it has worse scaling than, like, even Sky Blue Katana, I believe, which is just ridiculous to me. Like, the scaling on this weapon is terrible. Like, if you have this weapon, it's a decent weapon, you know, you can use this weapon, but I would recommend going for something in the must-use category. Yet again, you gotta get a must-use weapon. Okay, the next weapon we have on this tier list is Bicento. Bicento is gonna go in the must-use category. This weapon has the longest M1 range out of any weapon in the game and the best scaling out of any weapon in the game. The scaling on Bicento is crazy. On top of that, you have both your moves are block breakers, and the R ability is like the longest range sword block break move, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Okay, don't quote me on that. I believe though it's the longest ranged block break besides like a 1SS move. Besides the 1SS ult, it's the longest range sword block break. This weapon's just really good all around. You have good scaling, good M1 range. You have 2 really good block breaks. The barrage does a lot of damage. It can melt your HP. Like the barrage can literally just destroy your HP. It also has the moves are just consistent. Like I'm gonna be honest, the moves are just really consistent. Like the R ability can hit. It always hits. Like if you're close enough, you do the 1 2 3 4 air combo into the R. You can like stun your opponent, get another 1 2 3 4 5 off. And then the E ability, the barrage. A lot of people call this move bad, but when I use Bicinto, I literally always hit it. Like it seems really hard to hit, and I know how you can think that because it's a barrage that's like that has no true combos. But the thing is, that Bicinto, it like pushes you in towards the opponent when you're close. But this weapon's definitely really good. Definitely a must use. If you get this weapon, you're set. The next one we have is Trident. Trident's gonna go in the top of must use. A lot of people want to put this in like top of good or below Bicinto, but no. Trident, in my opinion, is the best weapon in the game. It has the fastest M1 speed. It has a consistent guard break, and the pool, if you hit it, it's literally just another free M1 combo. And it's like it has no true combo with the pool, but the 1 2 3 4 5 into the Q dash is a true combo if they don't have Goro or Pika. If they don't have Goro or Pika, that's literally a true combo. And the R ability does like, I have 225 sword set. It does like 120 damage for me. And the factor that it is a true combo, so it's like a combo extending grab that gives you iframes too, is just really good. The weapon scaling is also good. It has like similar scaling to Bicinto. It's less than Bicinto, of course, but its scaling is similar. Like Trident is just a really good weapon. But yeah, let's go through and check that everything's organized properly. So on the why use this tier, we're gonna put this above Sky Blue Katana, and then the base Katana in the back. Usable, I'm gonna keep that there. Yeah, has good combo potential. Definitely those two. Decent all around weapon. I'm gonna put the Sea Beast Katana at the very front of this. Alright. And I'm gonna, oh wait, actually I think this is Sea Beast Katana. Let me move that and then move that. I'm gonna put the Sea Beast Katana at the very front of this. And then I'm gonna put Elo Hammer behind it. And then actually, and then I'm gonna put the Bouquet right there. Then after that we have Candy Cannon, Pole, and then Trident and Bicinto. But yeah, that's my complete GPO weapon tier list. Make sure you like, subscribe, and peace.